welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow, ET Now's initiative that celebrates the undying entrepreneurial spirit of the micro, small and medium enterprise sector. Here's what we have lined up on the show for you today. I have an interview going with Nalini, and on Bright Sparks tonight, we're featuring snack experts as well as Arihant Handicrafts. So that's what we have lined up for you. Let's start right away with our Insight segment. Now, what's the first thing that comes to mind if I were to ask you about silk saris, something that perhaps your grandmother or maybe her generation is more comfortable with? If you've answered yes, Chennai-based Nalli Group of companies is looking to change your perception. The nearly 90-year-old brand is giving silk saris a more modern appeal through the use of more modern designs as well as online shopping options. I caught up with the company on a recent visit to Chennai. I asked them about the role that innovation plays in an industry like theirs. Take a listen. Thank you both very much for being with us here on the Leaders of Tomorrow. I want to start this conversation, sir, by asking you to help our viewers understand a family-run business like yourself is also professionally run and managed. Yes. And we get a lot of these queries about how you manage family-run with professionally run. What advice would you have for our viewers in terms of how you can have a family-run business which is also professionally managed?
You see, in the business there are two parts. One is the purchase and managing the staffs and other things. Another one is general administration. Here in our shop, purchase is handled by only the family members, that is son, grandson, like that. Because my grandfather, who is the founder of this showroom, his first advice to the next generation is the purchase must be in the hands of the proprietor's family. So even now we are conducting more than 33 shops, but for all the shops, either the proprietor or proprietor's sons are very close relative. They are handling the purchases. We have professionally come out and like that. We have some more people. They are in the administration side only. They won't interfere in the finance or the purchase or staff's appointments.
Sure. Okay. Let me bring you in at this point. Like he's saying, this is all about making a brand and a product like yours accessible as well as having an appeal as far as the younger generation is concerned. How crucial then is innovation, whether it's in design, whether it's in marketing, in terms of being able to appeal to a newer audience?
To make the youngsters want to wear more pattu saris, we did have to make some changes. So that is when we came up with some concept saris, like we made ready-made pattu saris, we made saris with mobile pouches, then we made tattoo silk to bring in a little of the contemporary designs into it. And the most important thing was I understood that the youngsters wanted a nice pattu sari, but they didn't want it to be heavy. It needs to look heavy but not heavy as such. And they were having a difficult time draping the regularly stiff kanchipuram. So we gave it a finish which makes it a little soft. And we also used a different yarn, a little say a finer quality of silk yarn, which is a better quality, but it makes it a little light. So there was a good response for this lightweight soft pattu saris, and all these we needed to do so that youngsters began to feel, okay, this is not for, not just for my mom.
Talking of the next generation and appealing to the next generation, I want to talk about the use of technology in a business like yours. I know you have an app, for example, for your business. I know you work on e-commerce as well, and I'll come to you as well on this. But I want to understand from you, what percentage of your sales do you do from e-commerce? How crucial is it to be able to work with e-commerce companies for an offline model like yours?
Right. See, initially, now you have the Facebook and now you have all the social media happening. Earlier, initially it was a websites that people would, check out. And I wanted to upload new designs, and we do that like for the last 2 years, we've been uploading new designs every single day. And there are people who continuously every day keep checking out our websites, and we have like around 1000 to 1200 clicks per day, which I feel is quite good. So moving from there, like next was I understood that youngsters were using a lot of it was more of the mobile than the laptop or the PC. So I understood now it's the next we need to take a step further and bring in the app, because app is something like it's in your hand. And one more thing, if I need to be in touch with them, you send one, you know, the whatever you call that, the notification or alert, and that's it. It's easier to be in touch with your customers who are genuinely interested in your product, because now you can't your emails would go into the junk mail and the SMS wouldn't reach them. So one way to reach them is also the app. And I think app is something, see, people keep traveling, and nowadays even to get from one point in the city to another point, it takes nearly 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and you'll find youngsters most of the time they'll be only meddling with their mobiles. So I thought this is one way to be, you know, keep
Sure.
the product in touch with them. It brings them closer.
So on the flip side, you're a brand that was started when there was no concept of social media, no concept of selling online. How have you then been able to build this brand that you have? And do you also see synergies between a brand like yourself that's, you know, so old and traditional and well established with selling online?
Until now, my granddaughter Lavanya, after coming back from Harvard University, she is looking after that the online sales. You see, it is a laborious work. But even my son, he was tired to set up that thing, because there are 1,500 designs. They got decided at any time, any point of time, we have to be in a position to go one of that 1,500 designs. So they have very huge showroom in Bangalore. Our administration office in Bangalore only. Granddaughter also in Bangalore. She is looking after that section. So my daughter also, every day they have to remove the sold out sarees designs. They have put a new one, because here in this, particularly in our business, each and every saree differs. Price, colors combinations, designs, pallu, borders, each and every saree. That is 10,000 sarees, 10,000 there is no equal same color, same design like that. So you have to keep all the 10,000, it is not possible. So she selected 1,500. She put in the online sales. Now every day she is working hard to up to date what are the available the designs now. It's okay, but even my son also, no, it is not possible for me. Then she took the charge, and even my daughter's second, that is second granddaughter, she completed BCom, Vinika. She is handling that online sales. It is one particular section or particular set of people, they have to be engaged only in online only.
At a time when most online websites are relying heavily on discounts to push their products, what's the philosophy, what's the thinking at your own company in terms of where discounts fit in?
We don't believe in giving discounts, because I always feel if you give a discount on a particular day, say 10% or 20%, on the other days the customer is going to feel like he's been cheated, right? So the same holds good for even the website. I think maybe, I don't know how the big online portals run, but we are based on the brick and mortar style, and the website and the app, whatever it is just to enhance the sales. And there are a lot of people who just check online, they'll call us and ask us to reserve the saree. They would come to the store and check out the saree. If they like, they pick it up, or they pick up something else. But there are some NRIs customers who buy a lot from us, and we ship it across to them. And interestingly, just a couple of days ago, we had an order for 2 pattu sarees, 9,000 and 13,000. And this order came from Saravana Street, which is just 5 minutes away from our Pondi Bazaar store. So it is difficult to say, like, you know, how youngsters would react to your products. But it's nice. But I think there is a lot of scope with regard to web store and also the app store. And that I've given to my daughters to handle. So I think there is a lot more to come, and there's a lot of scope. And I would say this is something you can appreciate, because everything is, the whole world has become so small.
Okay, our last question, and I was asking your father this question as well. What are the next, say, 5 to 10 years looking for you at the brand?
Right. See, when I initially started Palam, I didn't have much of a plan. It's been going like as and when, depending on the situations and circumstances. So as of now, I'm focusing on the Chennai stores, and I've left it to my daughters to take it forward. But I've asked them to focus here and to focus on the web store and app store, because A brick and mortar expansion requires a lot of investment, and it would need, you need to have a manpower for that, and you should be able to travel and be at the places as and when required. Instead, I have asked them to focus more on holding small exhibitions to small communities, so that you're taking the Pattu Saree closer to them. And when you hold small exhibitions, it's easier to interact with them and to understand what they like and don't like. So ours is as far as Palam is concerned, it is a small store with select sarees. So I thought probably the exhibitions would work better for them.
Let's take a break. On the other side, we'll bring you up close and personal with the management of Snack Experts as well as Arihant Handicrafts. Welcome back. You're with us here on Leaders of Tomorrow, and we're featuring two companies in our Bright Sparks segment, Snack Experts as well as Arihant Handicrafts. Now, we often give ourselves reasons to buy that one packet of chips or that one piece of samosa to have with our chai. Sometimes it's hunger, sometimes it's just pure boredom. But either ways, we Indians definitely can't keep ourselves away from snacking. Vidya Bharti had the chance to visit a company in Chennai which will help you shift to healthier snacks compared to the available options. Take a look.
With each passing day, India is becoming a little bit more health conscious. But there is one thing we Indians cannot just quit, that is snacking. We met up with a team of snack experts in a recent visit to Chennai, and they say you don't necessarily have to quit snacking. All you need to do is switch to the right ones. The Chennai-based e-commerce company helps you pick healthy snacks sitting right at your home. So Arul, tell us, what was the driving force behind starting this company?
I worked as a graduate of Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, studied food processing for 4 years and joined in a food processing company, working there for 8 years. We understood the real problem in the industry where we were able to produce the product within an hour or two, and when it reaches the consumer hand, consumer also consuming the product within an hour or two. But in between, from the factory gate to consumer hand, it is taking so much of time for the product to distribute through the distribution channel. So which made us to think about the model which will deliver product directly to consumer and ensures a viable business model. We have gone through the different models happening in different countries. Then we started thinking about snackexperts.com as a subscription model where we have a kind of prediction of volume, so that made against order model is possible, which made us to focus more on healthy snack segment rather than focusing on healthy food segment.
So Arul, tell me how important healthy snacking is, given that we Indians just cannot go without snacking.
So we feel there is so much of competition, there is so much of mistake is happening between 5 to 25 age group, and it is difficult for a company to create the healthy snack brand for this segment, where whatever may be the advice or suggestion given to them, they will always tend to focus on the kind of taste because they don't have any kind of health issues. But when it comes to 25 to 60, where the real health concerns started rising at the individual level, where diabetes is increasingly rising, obesities are increasingly rising, and the kind of working style in which today's present environment is focusing on, and it ensures the need for the healthy snacking in everywhere, wherever they are going. And one more interesting statistics is like daily energy needs are nearly 20 to 25% of their daily energy needs are fulfilled through snacks.
The monthly subscription model of the company makes it easy for you to get your favorite snacks delivered to your doorstep. Partially sourced from women's self-help groups and partially made in the Snack Experts kitchen, the products are as healthy as they can get. For the love of their healthy oats laddu and urad dal laddu, many Chennai-based companies have subscribed to their boxes to keep their employees healthy, fit and energized. How is the subscription model working out for you?
When it comes to US and European market, the payment itself, it is subscription automated. So month on month, company will deduct the payment, and then month on month, company will ship the product to consumer. But in Indian market, customer has to make upfront payment for the product which he is buying, and he can automate only the product delivery into subscription interval. So thing is like once the payment deduction is subscription payment deduction is coming into play, and wallet deduction, and we are working with wallet companies to make sure that subscription deduction is happening through wallets. So these kind of discussions are going on. So everybody it is a kind of policy level as well as entrepreneur level as well as government level, all three parties has to come together to address this issue. So once that subscription deduction has been allowed into the thing, definitely we see the huge potential for the market. As of now, consumer focused subscription models are bit dull because of this issue, and when it comes to company, there is a kind of huge demand is happening. So we are working with companies like Freshdesk, PayPal, Ramco and Indix. All the Chennai known startup companies are our customers presently, and we are exploring our market. This is how it is going on subscription front.
I think the difficult part is to not sell these products but to educate people about the healthy snacking options in India. What is snack experts doing for this?
There is a tendency that people are looking for health options, but unfortunately all the people who are looking for health options are thinking that healthy snacks are not tasty. So we need to make sure that the awareness is coming that healthy snacks as well can be prepared with the taste component. So we are giving samples to customers wherever we are meeting people, and we are participating in the events. We are partnering with marathon conductor kind of events where we are giving samples to people, because only thing we feel is making sure people are tasting our product is the right way to communicate our product to the market.
What is the future looking like for snack experts?
So we see like there is a potential for a brand to become successful in FMCG segment within 3-4 years if they have the right product and right customers to buy continuously your product. We see the direct to consumer approach will see lot of distribution delays, distribution cost over consumer, and we want to be like a brand which has been trusted as a whole for a healthy snack industry.
Snack Experts offers wide range of berries, dry fruits and nuts to choose from, and with items like Ragi Krispies and Bitter Gourd crackers joining the long list of healthy snacks, the company is gaining wide popularity across India. After all, India understands we are what we eat.
Now, the handicrafts industry globally is labor intensive. It's laced with several competitors, and under these circumstances, how does a company in this space experience year-on-year exponential growth? Pooja Jain was in Ahmedabad. She met up with the management team of Arihant Handicrafts. She asked them what it takes to survive, to use innovation and to expand. Here's what they had to say.
A country's handicrafts are symbolic of its heritage, and the global appetite for Indian handicrafts in particular, to the tune of $5 billion per annum, is significant and growing steadily. Ahmedabad-based Arihant Handicraft has capitalized on this craze and found its way through an industry that is decentralized and rooted in the country's most rural regions. When asked about his journey to date, here's what the company's director Jimmy Shah had to share.
So the Indian handicrafts industry, it employs 9 million craftsmen from across the country. So clearly a very labor-intensive business. So what was your motivation for entering this space?
Like Ahmedabad is known for its heritage value. So post my engineering, I thought that it would be easy for me, it would be like formal for me to come into this business where I can provide an opportunity to women like who are financially not very sound. They are also very artistic, like they want to do something for their home, for their nation.
So when Arihant Handicrafts started in 1999, you offered just 10 products, and that has grown 100-fold to 1,000 products in today's day and age. So what do you attribute that growth to?
It is our customer, basically, so who demands and change in the products. So every time they come, they are asking for the new products. So that leads us to increase our product range. So basically right now we are having around 20 categories. In each category we have around 100 products.
And give us a range of your product lineup. Walk us through it from the original products to what your recent releases are.
Right now we have around 17 categories if you put our business into, like rangolis, then hars or malas that we use in festivals, then torans and bandarwars that we use to tie it on our festivals like Diwali and all. Then we have kalash and all that which we use in the marriage festivals, and we keep on updating our products as per the market demands, as per the customer demands.
So let's talk about product customization in particular. You know, that's an extension of what you offer beyond your catalog of existing products.
Sometimes customer comes and they demand that no, we don't want this, we want to customize it like our own.
So Arihant Handicraft customer mix, give us a sense of how it all shakes out.
Right now, if we talk about domestic, we have covered around 17 states and around 80 cities we have covered domestically. If we talk about international, there is a huge demand of handicraft items, and we are right now in talks with some of the other players where we can tie up with them, and we can export these items.
And now moving on to your individual retail strategy, right? There are many directions in which you can take the business. What is your current sort of stance and future plans?
What we are doing is we are branding our product right now. So we have tied up with the like Amazon and Flipkart, Amazon and other online retail shops through which we are selling our products. So that sort of branding we are doing right now, so that we become the topmost leader in the industry.
So craftsmen, artisans, they're essentially the heart of your business. How do you go about sort of grooming them, selecting them, even sourcing them?
Like if we want to be on the top of the market, right, we have to give them the best.
And what does it feel like to be a part of a business that has such a positive socio-economic impact on many people from underprivileged communities? What's the emotion you experience?
It feels great if you provide an employment to some who are willing to work but they do not have right channel to work with. It feels very positive. If you see our logo, we have one A like symbol over this, and we have one stand over like this. So that means which we have created, it's very positive thought we have created it. So if a person is banding, we are there to support them.
Arihant Handicraft continues to broaden its client base with tie-ups with e-tailers Amazon and Flipkart, and an eye towards international expansion. The company has fully embraced product customization, an additional customer offering on top of its existing portfolio of products. Given the low capital investment and generous built-in margins, the company has built a thriving business in the last decade and a half. But it especially prides itself on nurturing and developing vocational talent while preserving the country's rich culture and most ancient traditions all at the same time.
Completely out of time then on this episode of Leaders of Tomorrow, but we'd love to hear from you on these stories and interviews we've just featured. Do write in to us at leadersoftomorrow@timesgroup.com. You can reach us on social media using the hashtag LOT or call us on that number which is on our screens. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.